Hello and welcome to the first English episode of the Open Journey. As you can imagine from the name itself, it is a journey, an open journey. But what this means? This means that I'm gonna look up the internet for different open source games I'm gonna present to you. And today we make the first English step. I also did the series in German. From now on I will release each new video in German and in English, so more people are able to see and understand this. And maybe some games get a little bit more of popularity, maybe not. However, I think I will show you a lot of different games in here and also some very interesting games, but you will see. So let's start with the first game on my list. This is called SuperTuxKart. SuperTuxKart, short SDK, is a free arcade racing game like Mario Kart or similar ones. It runs on Linux, Mac, Windows and a lot of other operating systems as well. The current version is 0.9.4 from the 19th November 2017. And the main developers are Jörg Henrichs and Marianne Gagnon. I'm not pretty sure how to pronounce this. The gameplay. The main gameplay is similar to Mario Kart and other games like this and features a story mode with all familiar open source mascots like Tux, Kongi, Wilbert and others you may know from other different open source projects. And at the beginning of the story mode, the GNU from the GNU GPL is kidnapped by an evil creature which offers the citizens of a small Smurf-like town to get their leader back by defeating it. Well, it's the king of the kart, it names himself in a race. And the player from now on is supposed to win different challenges to earn points and unlock further levels, races and challenges maybe, concretely. And at the end, a huge gate to the final level will open where you need to find the king of the karts, which is a bit unfair. It's basically the unfairest NPC in this whole game, because you have in that level suddenly items he never collected, and this makes it a little bit heavy. But it's not impossible to defeat it. The game is also playable in the multiplayer mode, which currently only features the local split screen, but network multiplayer is also in its development. Some game modes are just winning the race, like you did on racing games, or collect the minimum amount of nitro genium bottles in a distinct time range, or a game mode called Follow the Leader, in which you need always to be at the second place because the last place is disqualified in each round, and if you finish the race, only the guy on the second place wins this challenge, so it's called Following the Leader. So you're good with not being the first one. Technical. SDK runs on the Irrlicht engine and uses OpenAL for its sound and is currently available, as I already said, in version 0.9.3 from the 19th November 2017. At version 0.9, the developers switched from the Irrlicht engine to the NADK engine, which allows the use of modern shader technologies and a lot better graphics. But also the NADK engine is based on the Irrlicht engine. Maybe it's a fork of the Irrlicht engine, I think. So it's basically still based on the Irrlicht engine somehow. Well, however, the further on there is a NetDot manager from which you can get multiple new cards, maps, Grand Prix, and even new challenges. And I think some battle arenas I call this. So like in Mario Kart, you're in an arena. Each one have a distinct amount of lives and you need to shoot them up with some items and at the end win the race, the battle, the arena, however you call it. Currently the online multiplayer is basically somehow available in the source code but not available in the final game itself, but they're working on it. SDK supports Amiga OS, AROS, BSD, Linux, nearly every distribution I think, Morphos, Mac OS, Solaris, Unix, and of course the one we don't like, Windows. Backgrounds. SDK was first in early 2040. It tried to finish the abandoned game TuxKart, but this try fails because of some dispute between the developers, which leads the game not being developed any further until 2006. In 2006, Jörg Henrys took over the development and released the first version of SDK in September 2006. Yeah, and finally, my personal rating. I would give SuperTuxKart 4 stars, 4 or 5, because it had a nice graphic, it's a fun gameplay, it also has a good Linux port, I think, a lot of creative ideas in maps and game modes, and yeah, I really enjoyed the gameplay much. One thing which bothers me a little bit are the animations in the first cutscene. They feel it's completely wrong to me. I don't know how to describe this. They just look stiffy and like a little 4-year-old child first used Blender. I don't want to bother the developers, but these animations are really, well, from my point of view, a piece of crap. They're just crappy animations, but it's an open source game, so I will not give so much attention about these. Yeah, this leads to 4 stars in general, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the rest gameplay. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye!